guess, remake my first ever ASMR video that I made nearly 5 years ago. That's totally crazy that I've been posting on this channel for nearly 5 years. It will be 5 years in February, but I sort of had this idea to do it tonight, as you're watching this video. So make sure if you guys do, you can check out that video, sort of compare and contrast it. Also, if you wouldn't mind giving a video a big thumbs up, it would really mean a lot to me. And obviously, you guys know this journey with you guys has been amazing as well. So you can give a like for that too if you'd like. Also subscribe to the channel as well. On our way to 10,000 subscribers, and comment down below maybe, I don't know, your favorite basketball player of all time, because in tonight's video we're going to be looking through the Basketball's Greatest Stars book, written by Michael Grange, forwarded by Wayne Embry. Now, when going into remaking my first ever video, this is going to be a very not edited video, so if you guys hear any background noises or loud cars going by, I do apologize, but I am remaking my first ever video. That means no editing, and I honestly am having my Blue Yeti mic on right now, so at least you guys get a little bit more high def in sound quality. But back in the day, I obviously just used the iPhone 8 microphone. Jeez, that was crazy, but yeah, I guess that's it. Gonna be a very sort of unedited, very lo-fi in that sort of sense, but other than that, I guess we can get started. Alrighty, so the Basketball's Greatest Stars. This book, even back nearly 5 years ago when I made this video, was very much outdated, but even now I can't even imagine how outdated this book is now, being the year 2020, 21. Very crazy, but like I said, I am just going to be sort of remaking my first ever video. I was thinking about maybe doing like a word for word rendition and like having it be like a lo-fi ASMR style of video, but I thought that'd be a little bit too weird of me just literally redoing my video and re-saying all the things like, hey guys, this is my first ever video, don't know if anyone's gonna watch it, probably like 10 people, blah blah blah. Pretty much the typical thing people say when they make a ASMR video for the first time, or any YouTube video for the first time. So here in the table of contents here, we obviously have a lot of different things we're going to be looking at, but we are mostly in this video going to be looking at the best of the best, which starts on page 27 there, and obviously the sort of main thing about this book is talking about the greatest basketball players of all time to this sort of, I guess, year, which I think this book was made, I think in 2010, 2011, it was the year, I think, like right before LeBron James left for Miami. So this is, you know, pre-Miami LeBron, which for a lot of you youngins, I guess, watching this video was, you know, seems like forever ago, and I guess it technically is, even for me. It feels like it was forever ago. But yeah, here we go. The best of the best. It obviously spoils the names that they have on there, but this, according to the book, are the best of the best players of all time in NBA history. There's also a best of the rest, which is actually a part 2 to this video where I did the rest of the book. But since I am redoing my first ever video, just gonna be looking at the best of the best part. So, here we have here, in alphabetical order, probably the greatest big man of all time. Not the best. The best is very arguable, but greatest for sure, and that is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Luau Sindor, I guess you could also call him. Now, in the top right-hand corner, it is kind of hard to see that they have his points per games, which, over his career, which is nearly 25 points per game, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and he shot nearly 60% his entire career. Also playing in 1,560 games in his entire career. That is definitely very crazy. Also, throughout this book, it gives a lot of different facts about the player. Like, he was drafted first overall years from 1975 to 1989. Played college at UCLA, again, being probably the greatest college basketball player of all time. Also talks about career highlights, which is funny because apparently one of his career highlights is appearing in many TV shows like Airplane. Well, that was actually a movie, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, that movie is pretty wild. Then we also have the mound of rebound, Sir Charles Barkley at number 34. Pretty dope. Career averages of 22 points, nearly 12 rebounds, playing in 1,073 games. So again, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing in 500 more games than Mr. Charles Barkley. That's pretty wild, not gonna lie. I wish somewhere it would say like their accolades, like, you know, championships, you know, all-star appearances, things like that, but it doesn't, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's what I would do if I made a book. Drafted 5th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers, playing for the Suns, the Rockets as well. Very much known for being a Phoenix Suns player, obviously winning MVP during that time period. I think in 1990, what was it, 94, something like that, some random mid-year in the 90s. Then we have player Rick Barry, very good free throw shooter, obviously shooting, I guess, grainy style back in the day. That's what, at least what I used to call it. We have Elgin Baylor, definitely a Laker legend. If you look over here, his points per game were 27 points per game. His entire career over 800 games. That's also pretty wild, not gonna lie. Again, sorry for the loud cars going by, but this is remaking my first ever video. We're doing a lot of no editing here. He was also drafted 1st overall. He played for the original Lakers back in Minneapolis and moved with them when they did go to Los Angeles. Played his entire career there. Oh man, definitely one of my favorite players of all time. Larry Bird. Man, what an amazing player. Playing nearly 900 games as well, all for the Boston Celtics, averaging 24 points per game, 6 assists, 10 rebounds, and nearly 2 steals a game. Man, absolutely one of the best, I think, in my opinion. I think definitely when we talk about, you know, peaks, Larry Bird had one of the best peaks, I think, in NBA history. When we talk about, you know, players and, you know, the best and where they are when they are at their best. I mean, Larry Bird had one of the best peaks I think we've seen in NBA history. The dude won 3 MVPs in a row, like, absolutely insane. And of course, the other legend, Kobe Bryant. I think this is obviously before Kobe Bryant retired back in 2016. This is obviously before he retired. And man, this is just one of the best pictures I think in NBA history. This picture right here, I love this picture. This picture was my background for my phone for a handful of, I think, months. Honestly, this is just a super iconic picture in NBA history. But yeah, Kobe Bryant has some career highlights here, like slam dunk champion. He holds the NBA record for most 3-point field goals made in one game with 12, which obviously does not hold up today anymore, because I think Klay Thompson has 12 now. I mean, 13 now, right? Or did Steph Curry break that? Doesn't Steph Curry have like 14? I think now, something like that. I don't remember, but that's definitely not the case anymore. It's also the youngest player to score 20,000 points at 29 years old, which, again, no idea if that's broken yet or not, but Kobe Bryant. Next up, sorry about that, we also have Wilt Chamberlain. And of course, we could talk about his accolades for years and years and years, and days and days and days, and months and weeks, and everything like that, but obviously known as one of the best NBA players of all time. That dude was just maybe the most dominant player in NBA history. We talk about Shaq all the time, but man, Wilt Chamberlain during that time period was dunking over everyone, because, you know, he was playing against those, I don't know, people call them like, what are they called, plumbers. He was playing against plumbers and people like that. It's kind of funny, but anyways, great player. We also have here Bob Cousy, definitely an amazing Boston Celtic player. Wow, he actually has retired. Career averages to that point were 21 points per game, nearly 2.5 blocks, and 12 rebounds. Man, Tim Duncan, even to this point, had almost 1,000 games played. This was even before 2016 when he retired with Kobe. Man, again, very much an underrated player. You could definitely argue, you could argue Tim Duncan in top 5. In my opinion, that's just how really, really, really good he was. Drafted first overall in 1997 because if you didn't know, the Spurs back then had David Robinson, but David Robinson got hurt the year prior and basically tanked the season and got the number 1 overall pick. So that's how they got the Twin Towers there, and David Robinson and Duncan. Talking about Duncan, we have Dr. J here. Again, just an amazing picture. One of the best, I think, also in NBA history. This picture of Dr. J, I love that picture as well. Having an amazing career, but mostly for his ABA status, not really his NBA status, which is kind of funny to think about. Then we also have a New York Knicks legend, Walt Clyde Frazier, who I think also does the Knicks broadcasting now. Definitely a very good player. Wouldn't necessarily know if I'd call him, a best of the best, but definitely a very good player. Maybe if you're talking about, best players in franchise histories. I mean, definitely Walt Frazier's up there. Patrick Ewing, Prime, Carmelo Anthony, definitely up there, pretty sure. Then we also have an amazing player. We have KG, Kevin Garnett. Again, I think this is before he has retired. I'm trying to think even when KG retired. I think he retired in like 2014. Or did he retire the same year as Kobe? You know what, I think he did retire the same year as Kobe, 2016. But this is my, actually no, this is the 2008 NBA Finals. I thought this was the 2009 NBA Finals, which the 2009 NBA Finals may be my favorite finals of all time. But this is a good one too if you are obviously a Boston Celtic fan. Also, Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett, man, talking about being, at a peak, man. KG at his peak, his MVP season, man, he was unstoppable, an amazing player, both offensively and mostly defensively. Then we have Hondo John Havlicek of the Boston Celtics. And of course, even back all the way in 2010, people already knew that LeBron James was already going to be the best of the best, and they guessed right, obviously. Only playing in 548 games to this point, knowing LeBron was going to be a GOAT, which is pretty funny. Man, of course, at this point in time, his career average was nearly 28 points per game, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, over nearly 2 steals a game, nearly a block a game as well. Man, that is so amazing to think about. At this point in time, LeBron James, I don't know if you guys can really see that down there at the bottom, was a 6-time All-Star, only at this time. Let's see, and that's really all it says. He says he won an Olympic medal with the USA's men's basketball team. And yeah, that's it. A 6-time NBA All-Star LeBron James, already calling him one of the best of the best. Man, I miss Cleveland Cavalier LeBron a lot. This is like, whenever I think about LeBron, I think about like this era of LeBron, like pre-Miami Heat LeBron James Cavs. That man was an animal. I even have a jersey of LeBron from this era. And a player you could definitely compare to LeBron James a lot in play style wise. We have Irving Magic Johnson averaging 20 points and 11 assists his entire career. That's definitely pretty crazy. I'm surprised Magic didn't get more love in this book, only getting a page and a half, it looks like. We also have here, of course, the GOAT of GOATs, the original number 23, Michael Jordan. That's also a pretty easy one to see. But yeah, this book is pretty insightful with a lot of different things. We have Karl Malone. We also have Moses Malone, which is a player that a lot of people forget about. Definitely, if we're talking all-time bigs, definitely you talk about Moses Malone. His days in Houston, absolutely most sort of great player in NBA history. We have Akeem Olajuwon, again up there with being one of the greatest centers of all time as well. Definitely deserves all the love for sure. And if we're talking about, dominant bigs all time, there's no doubt about it. You gotta talk about Mr. Diesel, Superman, Shaqtus himself, Shaquille O'Neal. We have Bob Pettit as well. Again, don't really know if I put him up there with the greatest of greats, but he's definitely a very good player, definitely in Hawks history. We have the Big O in Oscar Robertson, the original Mr. Triple Double. And this book obviously is before Russell Westbrook had his sort of breakout MVP season, sort of proclaiming himself the new Mr. Triple Double. We have Bill Russell as well. I guess if you want to call him the greatest of greats, you can, because this man has 11 NBA titles. And yeah, he had 11 NBA titles, 8 in a row as well, second in all time in career minutes per game, averaging 42.3 minutes per game. How does that happen? Well, that's crazy, man. He was just absolutely unstoppable, that's for sure. We have Jerry West as well, the logo himself. I think this is the picture right here. Maybe it's a different picture. I can't really remember. But man, Jerry West,